And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. The home opener is coming up next. Just about to get started. And on the hill in this one, Nestor Cortez Jr. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Hit on the ground to short. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here is Austin Riley. That's a strike. 0-1. And that one finds its way through. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
And now it's Christian Walker. That's a little bit low. Singy, maybe some nerves getting the best of him in the first?
Well, it's hard to know exactly if it's nerves or not, but he just doesn't have it right now. Those hitters on the other side, they're going to say it's nerves and use that as a competitive edge to try to jump on him even more.
That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. Can't glove it cleanly. Run scores easily, and the Royals strike first. It's 1-0.
Everything came together for him. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Yeah, the batter now, Hunter Goodman. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in. You got to try to get another one or maybe 2.
Mullins brings it in. Runner tags for home, and they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead. Drew Waters stands in.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner at third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. And that should be extra bases. Walker rounds second on his way to third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Gary Sanchez now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Smoked on the ground a second. Throws to first in time. So up now for Kansas City, Brett Wisely. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1. And ball 1. And that is that. Back here in St. Louis, and today's starter, Aaron Nola.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Nola's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts throughout the year, Boog. He's got multiple seasons with 200-plus Ks and a pitch arsenal that leaves most hitters frustrated as they walk back to the dugout.
And first offering is fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. And that is downstairs. 2-1. Swing and a ground ball. Adames tosses to first. They get him, but it was pretty close. Stepping in, Cedric Mullins. Ground ball, Walker. He takes it on his own. And here this afternoon, 2 quickly away in the bottom of the first. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Right through there for a strike. And that one fouled off. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 outs, base is empty. On the ground. And it goes just foul. Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 3-1. 2 outs, nobody on. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Luke Raley. Into left center for a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Here comes Wilson Contreras. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two outs. Just off the outside part of the plate.
Really good take, especially with two strikes.
This one smoked out to left. Waters pulls that one down, and that's the third out. Back here in St. Louis, all set for the start of the inning. Willie Adames stands in. Cortez back to work. Cortez, 30 years old now, and he was born in Cuba. Here's the pitch to Adames.
Oh, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair.
And that's outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Swing and a miss. Went back to the changeup, and it was successful. Pete Crow Armstrong getting ready to hit. Bogarts handles the chance. Slings to first. 2 up, 2 down. So the lineup flips over, and to the plate for Kansas City, Corbin Carroll.
Nope.
Pitch misses. 2-0.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And that is low for ball 4.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Here's Austin Riley. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there.
High leg kick.
And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Runner at second. 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Close, but called a ball. And 1-1. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Man at second. Stays alive.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. Mullins settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. Back in St. Louis as the Cardinals come up to hit here in the last of the second. Here's Joey Bart now. strike one. Strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's Xander Bogaerts. Bogaerts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in the dirt. Next offering is fouled back. 1 out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1.
That's off the inside corner, and the count even 1-1.
Ball, that's out.
Next offering is fouled back. And a pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. 2 down, nobody on. And misses inside. There's a swing and a drive. Crow Armstrong ranges back. Pulls it in on the warning track. New inning getting started. Now at the plate, Christian Walker.
Well, he's back out here for the third, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Reaching for it and brings it in. So digging in, Hunter Goodman. Drove in a run with a sac fly his first time up. That misses the zone. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Fouled off left side. Hauls it in for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Drew Waters steps in for the Royals. Doubled in his first AB. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Ernie Clement. And that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. You'll often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away.
Walker, there's one, out, and that's two.
Man, that is such a tough double play to execute as a first baseman, to not only field the ball and make a good throw to second with a runner in the baseline, but also to hustle back to first base and get set up to receive the return throw. That takes great footwork and an awareness of where the bag is. A lot of practice to get that one right.
Corrals it, and that is the third out of the inning. The battle for Missouri rolls on. And here's the catcher, Gary Sanchez. That one is absolutely belted. This one's got a chance. Reaching for it, makes the catch. Next to him, Brett Wisely.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Close one doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch. And next up for the Royals, Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 1 so far.
Boog, the runner at first needs to be careful right here. He's dealing with a pickoff artist on the mound.
The 1-0. Raley. And that is that. Back here at Busch Stadium. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Now one out to right. Carroll puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Now up for St. Louis, Luke Raley. A single his first time. Out to center. Crow Armstrong sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. Out. Number 2. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swinging a foul straight back. Nola fires. In the air, right side. Carroll under it. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. The battle for Missouri rolls on. Ready now for the 5th inning. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the Royals, Corbin. Carroll. Cortez back to work.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for two.
I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And the batter now, Austin Riley. He's trying for third.
0-1.
Throw, and they got him. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the fifth. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. One down, base is empty. Into the outfield, base hit.
Now batter, the first baseman, Christian.
And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Going back. Just missed it.
Man, I love that route. The ball was smoked. He knew he had to get back to the track right away. Turned his back on the infield. Got to the spot, turned around, and made a nice catch.
And first offering is fouled off. Goodman, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2021. And that's a fair ball. Around second is Riley. Throw into third. In there safely.
All over that one right there. Just found a way to slap that ball down the third baseline. That's really excellent back control, and it kind of goes back to all those drills you see hitters do off the tee where it's placed in different spots. That was just nice.
And now Drew Waters. And that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. This is Joey Bart. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
You know, these Cards definitely being aggressive at the plate, but I think it's fair to wonder if they're being a little over-aggressive. They're swinging at more than 70% of the first pitches they've seen today, and it's just not working out for them.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it's foul.
So close to possible extra bases right there. Just couldn't keep it fair down the line.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Here's Bogarts now. Went down on strikes his first time through. Swung on, belted. That one back. Going, gone. Xander Bogaerts hits one out. It's 3-2. Tommy Edman at the plate. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. Next pitch is outside. That's in there. One out, base is empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. And
Two
that
balls,
skips in the
two
dirt.
strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fights it off. He'll see another. And that one in the air center field. Crow Armstrong hauls it in, 2 away. Ernie Clement next up for the Cardinals, and he's already singled in this game. And that misses. Ball 1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong makes the grab, and that'll do it. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-2 ball game. The battle for Missouri rolls on. Top of the 6th inning, and here is Gary Sanchez.
Well, Berg, after watching the first inning of this one, you would not have expected that this pitcher would be in such a groove and still in the ball game at this point.
Inside, and it's 1-1. In today's game, you look at exit velocity as a measure of process, and if guys are hitting the ball hard, eventually the results usually follow. Gary Sanchez, he is a guy that hits the ball hard. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And in one, hops the wall. Now he'll turn for second. Throw is cut off, goes to first. Check that. He'll stop at first with a single after putting on the brakes. So up now for Kansas City, Brett Wisely, 1 for 2. Suzuki makes the grab, 1 away. Willie Adames steps in for the Royals. 0 for 2 in this one. And base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Wastes no time there. Breaking ball was in a decent spot down and in, but he did a really nice job getting to it before it tied him up.
Pete Crow Armstrong steps in for the Royals. So a change being made out at second. Coming in as the pinch runner, Blake Sable. Breaking ball misses down and away.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield. Runner at first base. Get 2. Get out of this.
In the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Two on, 1 out. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Outside low. Now 3-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that one lifted in the air, center field. 2 down. This is Corbin Carroll. Base hit into the outfield. Coming home. He will score, and the Royals have the lead.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Absolutely hammered that baseball. Very loud coming off the bat. 107 was the exit velocity, and at that speed, it's going to be a great result more often than not.
Here's Austin Riley. Swings through that. Adames over at second. Carroll on at first with 2 down. Just missed.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Sneaks through, base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He's in there.
A couple of singles back to back. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
And the batter now, Christian Walker. And there's a strike.
0-1.
First and second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Suzuki running hard for it. Nabs it. And that is that. Bottom of the 6th. And here's the St. Louis leadoff man, Mason Wynn. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Now 1-1.
1-1.
Line to left. And it jumps the wall in foul territory for an automatic double.
They really turned on that one, and as it hooked down the line, it was hard to tell if it would stay fair, but it just barely sneaked in there.
And that is out of play. Fought off foul. Lifted in the air, right center field. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Squeezes it. Runner tags at second. He makes it to third. Good base running to move up with only 1 out. Now it's the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. He's already homered in this game. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Matt Strom. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Matt Strom.
Inside and hit him. Luke Raley next up for the Cardinals. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Slow roll into first. There's one. Out. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. Back here in St. Louis, we go to the top of the 7th. Now it's the DH, Hunter Goodman. So now a pinch hitter, Rafael Devers. There's the strike.
0-1's the count.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Pitch misses there. Going to count 1-2. And that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he won a round. So up next, Drew Waters, 1 for 3. Now a pinch hitter coming on for the Royals, Colton Cowser, looking to start something with 1 gone. And there's a foul ball. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. On the ground to third. Clement over to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. Here's the catcher, Blake Sable. Came into the game as a pinch runner. This is his first trip to the plate in this one. Say goodbye to that one. He nails one out to right. It's 6-2. So 2 away with nobody on. Brett Wisely steps in for the Royals. 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a foul out of play. 2 outs. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And we're back, set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Contreras now. Check swing, but he went too far. Strike 1. Line drive. Reaching down, makes the catch. Joey Bart next up for the Cardinals, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. The Cards down by 4 here at the bottom of the 7th. And it's even up.
Ball, 1 strike.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Out to short, Riley. Tosses across to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
2 outs. Base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Xander Bogaerts. He's already homered here in this one. Swings through that one for strike 1.
0-1.
Out towards right center field. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back here in St. Louis, we're at the top of the 8th. And here is Willy Adames.
The shortstop, Willy Adames. Now pitching for the Cardinals, number 47, Jared Kane.
Right back to him on the mound. First out in the top of the 8th.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
So digging in, Pete Crow Armstrong. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Swinging a foul straight back. That one in the dirt, and 1-1. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, safe at second.
Anything but pretty right there, but he'll take it every time. Totally tied up with that inside pitch. Got to it late and deep in the zone, but he got the bat on plane enough to fight it off the other way.
Next to hit, Corbin Carroll. Raley makes the grab, and there's two gone. Austin Riley at the plate.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, strike one is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
Got him swinging. Back here at Busch Stadium. And now the DH, Tommy Edman. Strom in his 9th season, 33 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of North Dakota. Carmen Majinski into the game.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
They say you win.
0-1.
Late swing, foul to the left.
One ball, two strikes.
On the ground to third. Throws to first in time, and they get Edman for the out. Ernie Clement next up for the Cardinals. Late with the swing there. The Royals leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Now here is Mason Wynn. Clement, the runner at second with one away. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
So hard to touch.
No ball,
being at the top of the zone, 99, 98, even 97. As pitchers do such a good job of teasing that part of the zone, just elevating a little bit. It looks good because you see it for a good while as a hitter. Looks juicy, and by the time you swing, it's almost in the catcher's mitt.
In the air, left field, down the line. Cowser on the move. Couldn't get to it before it dropped foul. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Walker makes the grab for the second out. Cedric Mullins next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 in this one. New pitcher coming on, the veteran Tanner Banks.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic. Bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Slider misses outside. swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And a base hit. Here's the throw to the plate. Safe. And the runner from second scores on the play. It's 6-3. And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. First pitch, and he just misses.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the ninth, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
And another ball.
No strike.
On the ground right side, and it's through for a hit. And now first and second with 2 outs. Now the left fielder, Luke Raley. On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. The tying run at the plate. And a swing and a miss there.
0-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the ninth, and now the first baseman, Christian Walker. Koenig back to work. Swings and misses. 0-1.
0-1.
And that one finds its way through. And a good start to the inning.
He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And here is Devers. And that one is inside ball 1. And a foul ball. Walker aboard here at first with nobody out. Raging back towards the wall. Hauls it in on the warning track. Colton Cowser digs in now. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Cut on and missed 96 of that fastball.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Double play ball to second. There's one. And it's a double play to end the inning. Back here in St. Louis, and up to hit is Wilson Contreras. Andres Munoz comes on trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Man at first, Joey Bart. Next up for the Cardinals. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swings through that one.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen. So hard to play catch-up.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. He's 2 outs away. Got here Xander Bogaerts now. Swing and a miss at a slider.
There's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Man at first, one away. And there's a ball.
That's off the plate.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. This one in the air. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 2 away.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it. Nola with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should. A start he won't ever forget.
6-3 our final score. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.